Having 2 years of online school has definitely had an impact on my mental development. I'm not saying those things were ever strong to begin with, but it definitely did not help being forced to sit in a Zoom call for basically 2 years of just pretty much like doing nothing, just virtual school. It definitely didn't help like my mental maturity and growth at all. I pretty much was like stuck the whole time. And if you were around the age of 17, 18, I'll say it again, like, and you had these lockdowns happen, in some cases, you didn't even see school again. Like, that was it. And those 2 years for me were, like, probably the best years because, like, even though I failed, I had my failed normie lifestyle, at least, like, I tried things and did shit, I have, like, a bunch of memories and things that happened from those 2 years. Because the whole lockdown shit happened when I was 19. When I was 19 years old, I was in my first year of college. And that was no better, too. Going to college was no better than having it online. I guess, like, everything kind of sucks. But I would drive there. I never drove before that. I would drive there, and I had super severe driving anxiety. I still kind of do. And I'd have to drive there, like, super early at, like, 6 in the morning to get to my classes. Like, it kind of sucked. I really did. And the brutal part about it, too, is like I was trying my ass off, like I didn't want to fail because even though like I was getting a meme degree, a liberal arts associates, like even though like that I was getting that, I didn't want to fail anything because if you fail in college, you have to pay like out of pocket. You fail a class, like you can't afford to, or else you're gonna have to pay for it. So I would be trying my ass off, studying every day, doing shit. I had like the most mediocre average grades ever, like C's and D's. And yeah, I didn't fail anything. I just barely passed, kind of. But in March of 2020, when this whole thing happened, basically I was kind of hyped up because I remember like my professors were like, "Oh, next 2 weeks are gonna be online, virtual. The college is closed." I was like, "Oh shit, it's probably gonna be pretty cool." But no, it got boring fast. It got boring so fast you wouldn't even believe. And my professors at that time, they weren't boomers. They were legitimate senior citizens. Like, they were tenured, like, 80-year-old professors. One of them just straight up retired and gave us A's. I didn't even think you could do that. But just, this lady did that. And I didn't have to do shit for that class. The others didn't even know how to use the fucking technology, so we barely would even have class because they didn't know how to figure this shit out. And I'd end up just Googling all the answers for things and ended up just passing that shit. And that's the same thing. It's hilarious to me how I was passing everything because it's so weird. Like, they didn't give a fuck. They encouraged you to use Google and open notes, and this is what my day-to-day like activity would be. I would get up, I'd turn my fucking laptop on, join the stupid Zoom call, and then do other shit. I think everybody did that. If you ever had virtual school, you probably fucking did that, chances are. No one ever used their camera except for like that one nerdy kid who fucking, was always overhyped about school. "Oh, I'm eager to learn. Fuck that shit. But, yeah, I just would turn the camera on. Turn the camera off, turn the mic off, and play video games basically the whole day because what else am I going to do? Everything was closed around me, even though like the only good part kind of was that like, at the time my friends, granted I don't talk to them anymore, but I got to hang out with them a little more than usual. That was literally about it. That was the only thing that was like kind of beneficial. But even that wasn't the same anymore. It was just weird, during that whole time, that whole era. But yeah, it's just like my whole day basically consisted of me going on my computer, going on my laptop, and then just leaving it on, not saying, no one would ever call on me. Nothing ever even happened. And then they'd encourage open notes. You can use the internet to, do the test. I'd pass with fucking A's, honor roll. I honor rolled the fuck out of that shit. And I remember my mom hyping me up, "Oh my God, we're so proud of you. Oh my God, honor roll. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to be? I didn't feel proud of shit. I'm like, I didn't even learn anything. I never even attended the class if you think about it. Even though it said I was there in the call, I'm not fucking listening to that shit. I had my fucking headphones on. I didn't learn a damn thing at all, guys. I didn't learn one single thing in school. It's not like I probably would be using the information anyway, but I didn't learn anything. I learned nothing. And then when the test came around, the homework, which we barely even had, you just Google the answers and everything comes up, just fucking copy all of it. You know, that's how I passed with A's. That's how everybody passed with A's. Everybody had a fucking A. And then my mom was talking about, oh, you should go on to your master's. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I don't even, like, I don't see a point to any of this shit, you know, because the second I go back and they have to, it's like legitimate, like, you know, you got to study and all that. I didn't study at all. I was basically back to like high school shit. I didn't give a fuck, you know. I was like, okay. Like, I didn't have to really do anything. And I just passed with an A, you know. But, yeah, high school, same shit. Like, I would always struggle in school and shit until my senior year. They basically told me, like, you could take, like, all art classes and all that. But, yeah, man, I can't imagine. Even though, like, those memories, like, they were shit for the most part, at least I did lots of shit, you know, and at least I got to experience some shit. Maybe that's a cope, because I think it did have, like, an impact on me mentally, like, everything I went through in those 2 years, because there was a lot of shit I went through in my, you know, junior and senior year of high school. So I'm kind of thinking maybe if I didn't experience those things, that maybe I'd be better off. I don't know, though, because there are some things I still want to talk about. You know, I wanted to talk about, I've been holding this video off for a while. My prom weekend, that shit was that was something. But yeah, there's still some stuff I want to talk about from that era. But I mean, yeah, online school, what I was going to say was it definitely, sitting inside, it didn't help me meet anybody. Nobody gave a shit in the Zoom calls. And I mean, yeah. And here's the thing, you know, the whole university, that I feel like if you go to an actual university, then that's like the prime time, you know, of your life. University and high school, you won't get those things ever again. I mean, maybe university, but you're going to be older. Like, if you go to a university at like 30, like, it's going to be different. So I think like the legitimate prime time, because you're not going to get those things ever again, you know, university and high school, and like just to like sit online did not help. But yeah, I definitely do think universities are probably the best way to meet people. I think it's like way better than high school, because of what I've heard from like other people and shit, like that's where most people ascend, is like through their universities and shit. But I don't think I'm ever going to go to a university. I'm pretty much like, I'm done with college. I mean, I'm still going to it for another degree, but after this, like I don't really see a point, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it.